Yo guys, it is Meme Co, and today we are reacting to scary animations by Llama Arts. Make sure you go down there and sub to Llama Arts. They have some really sick posts. Yeah, let's get started. Make sure you sub to them and sub to me. So today's video is a bus stop horror story. Yeah, well, thanks for showing it, editor, whoever you are in Llama Arts.
This happened when I was 17 years old. I would go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week.
Gym 3 to 4 times a week, mate. You'll probably be the new John Cena. Good job, mate. Keep working out.
Ride the bus home. It was a Sunday and I had just missed my bus, so I had to wait longer for another one. I would have called my parents, but they were out for the...
Missed your bus, Jimmy? What are you doing, mate? And parents out for dinner? I know what it feels like. Yeah, I know what it feels like. I had to even yell it out because I know what it feels like, Jimmy.
And taxis charged more, so I decided to sit and wait in the bus shelter. It was a cold night and snow had just started peppering the ground.
Snow. Do 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 do.
My bus was taking longer than usual, so I got my phone out and listened to some music.
What are you listening to there, mate? Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, Ozgang diss track, Schnitzel diss track, Gelato diss track? Speak to me, mate.
Almost an hour had passed. It was freezing and I hadn't seen anyone at all.
At least you have your coat, nice warm sweater on.
Until I noticed something out of the corner of my eye. It was a creepy guy dressed in thick layers of clothing, walking slowly.
Looks like that guy from Peppa Pig but roasting everyone. Or maybe he's just Donald Trump with a new spray tan.
Me. I knew staring at him would draw more attention, so I just focused on my phone. He sat down at the other end of the shelter and just stared at me. There was some...
What if he pulls out a baseball bat and's like, "G'day, my name's Shannon Warren. I need a bowl cap to throw them balls, because I'm in the Oz gang."
Off about him. He seemed like he was either drunk or on drugs. He then asked,
"Oh, if you're on drugs, mate, better be careful. Could kill you, mate." I don't know if I already said this, but why would you wait in the bus shelter? Glass already smashed. But this one seems pretty okay. But this guy, it's either drunk or on drugs. He could smash it with his own bloody head, mate. Be careful, Jimmy.
"What does the bus do?" I took out my earphones and said, "I think it's delayed because of the snow." He stared at me for a while, then started mumbling to himself. He was really starting to creep me out, so I pretended to be on my phone. After a couple of minutes, I took another look. He moved closer to me. I looked away for a second, then heard the sound.
Be careful, he's gonna kidnap you. But what if it's just a homeless guy asking for money? Mate, I'll just give him 50 cents and go, "G'day, my name's Mr. Meme, and I get memes to kill people like you." I was just joking.
Him sliding even closer. I turned to him and said, "You okay there?" He stared at me with glossy eyes, lifted his arm and leaned towards me. Immediately, I grabbed my bag.
What is it, a knife? Oh no, he fell to the ground. Did he die? What is it?
Ran as he fell to the ground. I ran down the road, trying my hardest not to look back. I kept going until I got to the next bus stop. I turned around to check to see if he was there. He was gone, so I went to...
That's a bit surprising. I thought it was going to be like right there holding a knife or a gun or something saying, "Mate, you're going to die." Yep. Whoa. Like, see those lights? That's perfect for me because I have bloody OCD.
Down. Feeling relieved, I rested my head on the back of the glass and waited for the bus.
He's going to come out of the corner, I swear, no joke.
I jolted and turned around to see the same guy staring at me through the glass. "What the hell is wrong with you?" Then
You already said to yourself he's on drugs. Oh, look at his eyes, he's getting angry. What's he going to pull out? What's he going to pull out? A teddy bear? What's he going to pull out? A tactical shotgun? freezers.
Walking around the shelter towards me. I'm warning you, stay back! I yelled in panic as I was backing up.
Stop it. Get some help. Because if I were you, I would run.
I wanted to run, but I left my bag in the shelter and I couldn't leave without it. Suddenly, the man leaped at me and I quickly moved out of the way. He fell to the ground face first.
Ooh, I wouldn't be surprised if he's bleeding like Chucky there, mate.
I was in shock, then noticed the blood coming from his face. I tried to get a response
Told you, bleeding like Chucky.
to him, but nothing worked. I called the police and paramedics and they arrived shortly after. I told them what had happened and they told me that the guy was on prescription drugs. They found a photo in his wallet of him and his son. The boy looked just like me, so we assumed he thought I was him. I later learned that he had lost his son in a custody battle and went off the rails. He was taken away for treatment. That was the last I saw of him. I got my driver's license shortly after. And
That's good for him, mate. Is this part going to be scary? Looks okay to me. What's the worst that could happen?
I've never been on a bus since.
Why does it always end with... I must say, why does it always end when one of them goes and says, I've never been in a bus like that again. Make sure you go down there and sub to Llama Arts. Just here. They have some dope videos, like look at all this shit. I might react to a creepy Christmas story next. Yeah, and also yeah, sub to them and it's up to NMG Boy because he also does a few videos on this. It's your boy Mimiko. Peace out.